Good morning and thanks for watching. If you would please click on the link underneath this video player, you can leave comments for our students, which we will be sharing later on. Good morning and thanks for watching. If you would please click on the link underneath this video player.
The sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. This summer the people are gay. The corn tops fly and the meadows in the bloom, while the birds make music all the day. We need no more, my lady. Oh, we need no more today. We will sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home, far away. Will young folks roll on the little cabin floor, all merry, all happy and bright? By and by, hard times comes a knocking at the door. My old Kentucky home, good night. We no more, my lady. Oh, we no more today. We will sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home, far away. We no more, my lady. Oh, we no more today. We'll sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home, far away. For my old Kentucky home, far away.
Hi, welcome to Miss Word's 2015 Famous Kentuckian Project. Good morning, guys and gals. I want to tell you a story of how I, Adolf Frederick Rupp, was growing up. I was born in 1901, September 2nd. It all started on a farm near Halstead, Kansas. Sadly, my father died when I was only 9 years old. That left my poor mom to take care of my brothers and sisters and me and the whole farm. When I got older, around 16 or 17, I got a job as a New York Daily News reporter. At a very young age, I was very interested in basketball. When I was in high school, I played basketball. And do you know what? I was one of the best on my team. After that, I went to the University of Kansas for college. I played basketball there, and I noticed that basketball was a lot harder there than it was in high school. While playing for Kansas basketball team, I also had some other jobs around campus. I helped coach track and football. I think I got it all wrapped up. I hope you enjoyed my story of how I was growing up.
Hi, my name is Adolph Rupp. I was born in 1901 in Kansas. Have you ever been to Rupp Arena, where the Cats play? Well, Rupp Arena is named after me. I love basketball and I love to coach it. I started to coach a Marshalltown wrestling team and led them to a state wrestling title. Then I accepted a head coaching job for Freeport High School. In 1930, I interviewed for a Kentucky head coaching job, and I got the job. We instantly won the very first SEC championship in 1933. My team and I were the best in 1953. I was chosen 4 times at being the nation's best coach. Can you believe I set a record for winning 129 consecutive games at home? I won 4 national and 27 SEC championships. When I was forced to retire, I had won 876 games and only 190 losses. I did not even want to retire. I coached 41 seasons of Kentucky basketball. After I retired in 1972, I was 70. In April 1972, I was named team president of the Memphis Pros. I quit from that job in 1973. Then I was hired to be vice president of the Kentucky Colonials of the Kentucky Basketball Association.
Howdy, my name is Loretta Lynn. I was born in Butcher Holler on April 14th. And let's just say that's my little secret. Anyways, Butcher Holler is in Kentucky, and my family was a poor family. Our small house had no electricity or running water. My daddy was a coal miner. His name was Melvin Webb. My mama stayed home with me and my siblings. Her name was Clara. Later on, I met Oliver Lynn. He swept me off my feet. We got married and had 4 kids. We moved to Washington, where Oliver encouraged me to start a singing career. So I did. I went to local spots and sang. Soon, everyone wanted to hear Loretta Lynn, Queen of Country. I became a big hit. Some of my songs include Coal Miner's Daughter, Fifth City, and If You're Looking at Me, You're Looking at Country. Plus, on April 25th in Renfro Valley, Kentucky, I'll be performing if you want to come see me. Thank you for listening.
Hi, my name is Colonel Saunders. I was born in Henryville in September 1890. My parents was Wilbur Sanders, a butcher, and Margaret Ann Dunleavy, and she was homemaker. My family didn't have much money. I made my cooking skills by helping my mother take care of 2 younger children after my father died. When I was 7, I was already a master of several regional dishes. I was going to school, but I dropped out of school when I was in 6th grade. When I was 40, I was running service station in Kentucky. Then I closed my restaurant in 1952, and I made myself famous by purchasing my chicken business. Hello, folks. My name is Daniel Boone. Have you ever heard of me? Well, if you haven't, you're going to enjoy learning about me. I was born on November 2nd, 1734 in Pennsylvania. I was the sixth child of Squire and Sarah Boone. My family had 12 children altogether, including me. My home wasn't as fancy or cool looking as yours. It was just a log cabin. But hey, home is home. Don't get me started about how much I love the outdoors. Enough of that. Now let me tell you about the Delaware Indians. They were friendly to us Quakers. They even taught me how to hunt and survive in the great outdoors. Did you know that I killed my first bear at only 14 years old? Also, I never had time to go to school because I had to work on the farm. When I was 14 years old, my older brother's wife taught me how to read and write. When I was 15 years old, my father wanted to move our family from Pennsylvania to North Carolina in the Yadkin Valley because two of my siblings married outside the faith. According to other Quakers, my siblings were sinners, and the area was too crowded.
Hi, I'm Daniel Boone. Bet you never heard a story as crazy as mine. Well, you're about to. In 1734, I went on an expedition and met my wonderful wife, Rebecca Bryan. When we got back, I built us a log cabin. Over time, Rebecca and I had 10 kids. One day, they needed me on another expedition, and I brought my son along. When we got back, I had to break the news to the family that my own son died to save me. For the next few years, I went hunting with my kids until I died.
Hi, my name is Madeline Gail Breckenridge. I was born May 20th, 1872. I went to Bennington for school. I grew up in Ashland. I also was a granddaughter of Henry Clay. My mom suffered from a stroke and died when I was 32 in the 1900s. I married editor Dacia Breckenridge. I also served as vice president till 1916. I lobbied the women's right to vote.
Good morning. Have you ever heard of the name Happy Chandra? Happy is my nickname. My real name is Albert Benjamin Chandra Sir. I was born on July 14th, 1898 in Clinton. My parents were Jeff and Carly Chandra. I played football and baseball in high school. I studied at Transylvania Harvard Law School in Harvard and the University of Kentucky. I finished law school in 1924. I was a lawyer and a high school football coach in 1925 in Woodford County. I have 4 children. I am famous for being governor of Kentucky 2 times. The first time I was governor, I was only 37 years old. I was also a U.S. Senator and the Commissioner of Major League Baseball for 6 years. I live in Versailles with my wife and children.
Hi, my name is Happy Chandra. I was born July 14, 1898. My real name is not Happy. It is Albert Benjamin Chandra. I was born in Croydon, Kentucky. I went to Harvard University, Transylvania University, and University of Kentucky College of Law. My first job was as a lawyer in Vincent, Kentucky. I was governor of Kentucky. I was elected to the United States Senate. My next job was as baseball commissioner in 1945. I approved the first black player to play on a major league baseball team, Jackie Robinson. I was also governor of Kentucky again from 1955 to 1959. I ran for governor again in 1963, but this time I was not chosen.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Ali. I was born in Louisville, Kentucky, January 17, 1942. My dad's name was Cassius Marcellus Clay Sr., and my mom's name was Odessa O'Grady Clay. My real name was Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. I started boxing at the age of 12 when my red swim bike was stolen. It happened when I was getting ice cream and popcorn with a friend, and when I came back, the bike was gone. A stranger directed me to a gym where I could find a policeman who worked there. His name was Joe Martin. I said, I want to beat up the person who stole my bike. He said, do you know how to fight? I did not. So he invited me to the boxing gym to train. Later, at 17, I became a Golden Gloves champion. Next, at 18, I got to go to the Olympics on the U.S. Olympic team in Rome. I was so scared to fly that I brought a parachute. It turned out well because I got a gold medal.
Hi, I'm Muhammad Ali. I'm a famous boxer. I used to be Christian, but now I'm Muslim. You probably won't believe me, but I only lost 5 fights out of the 41 that I played in. That's less than 1/8 of all the matches I was in. I now have Parkinson's disease. But even though I have the sickness, I carried the torch at the Olympics in Atlanta. In 2005, I was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom Award by George W. Bush. I donate much of my money to charities for poor places like Iraq and Afghanistan.
Hi, my name is Mary Todd Lincoln. My given name was Mary Ann Todd. I was born December 13 in 1818 in Lexington, Kentucky. My family was wealthy. My mom and dad had 5 kids. After my mom died, my dad remarried and they had 9 kids. When I was growing up, I saw everybody wearing hoop skirts, so I made my own. My stepmom didn't like them, so she told me to take it off. I became the family joke. I got even with her by putting salt in her coffee. In 1836, I went to go visit my sister in Springfield, Illinois. I met a young lawyer named Abraham Lincoln. We had married November 2nd, 1840. We had 3 kids. Only one made it into adulthood. People say I went crazy, but actually I had a mental breakdown. My adult life was full of sadness. My son had a judge put me in a mental hospital. After I got out, I lived with my sister.
folks. Have you ever met a guy with a name like Grandpa Jones at the age of 22? Oh, that's me. But my real name is Louis Marshall Jones. But you can call me Grandpa Jones, though. I was born on October 20, 1913, in Niagara, Kentucky. I began playing music in 1920, and I became a television celebrity at 1969. I was in a show called Hee Haw, and I told lots of stories. My story started with Mountain Dew and ended with Are You From Dixie? That's my life was meaningful because I played music, I was on TV, and that made everyone happy with my music.
Howdy, my name is Louis Marshall Jones. Call me Grandpa Jones. But my dynamic story began when I was 11 years old. I started playing guitar. Music was fun, exciting for me. And finally, 1920, I won the talent contest. So most of the radio stations scouted me. So I have many jobs on Akron and Cleveland. Also, I was in a show called Hee Haw and did lots of music and tell jokes and tell a story. Well, thank you.
Hi, my name is Heather Renee French Henry. I was born in Augusta, Kentucky in 1974. I was raised in Maysville, Kentucky. I graduated from the Cincinnati School of Design and Arts at the age of 25. My father is a disabled Vietnam veteran. As a child, I saw how my father struggled to get his veteran benefits. I decided I wanted to be Miss America at the age 4. After I won Miss America in the year 2000. I was the first person to win in Kentucky. After winning Miss America, I decided to travel over 300,000 miles on our Forgotten Heroes tour. I was honoring our nation's homeless veterans. I made Lieutenant Governor Dr. Stephen Henry in the year 2000. I have 2 daughters, Harper Renee and Taylor Augusta. I love being a mother. I'm also a fashion designer of gowns. I've written 5 children's books. As you can see, my 4-year-old dreams came true.
Hi, my name is Heather French Henry. I was born August 4th, 1974. In Maysville, Kentucky. Did you know I graduated from the University of Cincinnati? Did you know I studied design and it helped me become a fashion designer? You might know me as Miss America because I was Miss America in 2000. I try to help others understand that there are many disabled veterans without homes. I married Governor Lieutenant Steve Henry October 27, 2000. I have 2 daughters named Harper and Taylor.
Pee Wee Reese. My real name is Harold Henry Reese. I was born in Aiken, Kentucky on July 23rd, 1918. I got the nickname Pee Wee Reese from being a great marble shooter when I was younger. Did you know I saved Jackie Robinson? Well, I won't tell you the full story, but a group named the Travelers sent on a note some bad things, and I stood up for him, and well enough, he was still on the team. My high school is DuPont Manual in Louisville, Kentucky. I played baseball in Louisville, Kentucky for the Colonels. They call me the Little Colonel. I played for the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Brooklyn Dodgers. I was number 1. Believe it or not, I threw right and batted right.
Hello, my name is Pee Wee Reese, and I was born on July 23rd, 1918. I am famous for being a baseball legend. My real name is Harold Henry Reese. I was given the name Pee Wee Reese when I was younger, but that's a whole nother story. As an adult, I played baseball with Jackie Robinson on the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Brooklyn Dodgers. I was the captain of Brooklyn Dodgers. I kept Jackie Robinson from being kicked off the team tons of times. A few years later, I went to serve in World War II for a few years. Then I went back to play with the Dodgers after a few years. In 1946. Did you know that on May 21st, 1952, I became the only one in the 20th century to successfully reach base 3 times in 1 inning? I was the heart and soul of the Dodgers, playing from 1940 to 1957. My last game was September 26, 1958. Later in life, I was accepted into a Baseball Hall of Fame. After that, I went to work for the Louisville Sluggers. That is the story of my life. I hope you enjoyed.
Well, my MLB debut was April 3rd, 1940. And believe it or not, even though I wasn't born in Louisville, Kentucky, I still grew up and went to school in Louisville, Kentucky. That is my childhood story.
Hi, my name is Henry Clay. I was born on April 12th in 1777, Hanover County, Virginia. People refer to me as the Great Compromiser. Let me tell you why. Although I wasn't always a great student, I enjoyed public speaking and soon decided I wanted to become a lawyer. I received a license to work as a lawyer in 1794. I moved to Lexington, Kentucky, where I met and married Lucretia Hart. We had 11 children. I was a legislator, senator, and also Speaker of the House. I also signed a treaty to end the War of 1812. I really wanted to become the U.S. president. I ran for office 3 times, but lost each time. Everyone made a big deal about me, saying I'd rather be right than president. Since I didn't become president, but I did earn the name the Great Compromiser because of all of the compromises I helped with. Because my age and health aren't very good, so I had to retire from the Senate.
Hi, my name is Diane Sawyer, the journalist. I was born in Glasgow, Kentucky. When I was younger, I won 3 pageants. At the age of 19, I decided to give modeling a try. I was surprised when CBS News called and asked if I wanted to be an archer. Of course, I said yes. Then I took a little break and I decided to do other jobs. I worked for the president. I was his code guard. Then I went back to CBS News and started working for them again and telling what happened in the world.
Hi, my name is George Timothy Clooney. I was born on May 6, 1963 in Lexington, Kentucky to Nick and Nina Clooney. When I was 16 and going to Augusta High School in Augusta, Kentucky, I tried out for the Cincinnati Reds. Sadly, I never made it. When I was in middle school, I suffered from Bell's palsy. If you don't know what that is, it's a disorder that temporarily paralyzes your face. Half of my face was paralyzed. Luckily, I recovered from it. After I graduated from high school, I went to Northern Kentucky University. While I was there, I studied broadcast journalism. After deciding my father's old job of broadcasting news wasn't right for me, I dropped out of college.
Hi, I'm George Clooney. I'm 53 years old. After dropping out of college, I worked as a shoe salesman and a tobacco farmer. When I lived in Kentucky, my stepdad, Jose Ferrer, and my cousin, Miguel Ferrer, let me help in a horse racing film. Then my stepdad offered me some acting work. Sadly, my first movie never got released. And if I remember correctly, my first major role was From Dusk Till Dawn. Oh, and you might recognize me in ER along with Batman and Robin. I was also named Best Dressed Male TV Star. I was in a lot more TV shows and movies, but you're probably already familiar with those. And I hope you see me in Tomorrowland. And that's all, folks. Bye!
Hello, my name is Gideon Child. I was born on November 15, 1802. I'm famous for designing the new Kentucky State House, a five-story last one. My mom was Mary and my dad was Marthas. I married Elizabeth P. Bacon. I had 8 children. 4 sons and 4 daughters. I also studied under William Strickland. The last thing you need to know about me is that I opened an office in 1824. And that's all you need to know about me.
Hello, how are you doing today? Well, I'm Johnny Depp, and I was born June 9th, 1963 in Owensboro, Kentucky. My mom and dad's name were John and Betty Sue Depp. I was the youngest out of 4 kids. Can you believe that? We moved to Florida because of my dad's job, and my dad was a civil engineer. My mom was a waitress. But sadly, after we moved to Florida, my dad lost his job. So we had to live in an apartment for 1 year until he found a new one. At 15, my mom and dad got divorced and I lost communication with my dad. Instead of my dad having to get the child support money, I had to go down and get it myself. At 16, I was in a band called The Kids, and they actually came pretty successfully enough to be on the Helping Hand and B-52s. Well, that's all for now. Bye.
Hi, I'm John Christopher Depp II, or Johnny Depp for short. I was born in Owensboro, Kentucky on June 9th, 1963. I'm currently 51 and married to actress Amanda Heard. I've married 3 times and have 2 kids with my former wife, Vanessa Paradis. My kids' names are Lily Rose and Jack Depp. I'm a well-known actor. You may know me best as Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean, or the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, and even Edward Scissorhands from Edward Scissorhands, who has a comic book written after him. I have had 87 nominations and 1 Golden Globe win. I also enjoy playing music with my band, The Kids. I also have given a lot of money to benefit charities that support children, animals, and various health conditions. Some of the charities that I've donated to are Children's Hospice, Helen and Douglas House, Sophie's Gift, Ormond Street Hospital, Children's Hospital Los Angeles, and the Orca Network.
This is just some of my life story. Hope you go see my next Pirates of the Caribbean movie 2017. Bye.
Hi, my name is Laura Bell Bundy. I was born on April 10th, 1981 in Lexington, Kentucky. I am an actress and singer. At the age of 14, I started writing music at the age of 14 and started my own band at the age of 18. Well, you're probably wondering what kind of music I write. I write country music. Some of the songs that I have written are Giddy On Up, Two-Step, and That's What Angels Do and more. My song Giddy On Up was also featured in Just Dance 3, a game for the week. I had attended Lexington Catholic High School, and I had also attended New York University. Right now, you're probably wondering how old I am. Well, I'm 34 years old.
Thank you for watching our 2015 Kentuckian project. Bye.